Well, it looks like Ashley is setting up some obstacles in the arena here. And I believe she's getting ready to do some riding today. So she'll be setting up an obstacle course and working on some mounting block work, obstacle course, learning to sidestep. Sounds like she's written a few notes for me here, so should be fun. So right now she's tossing some cones out into the arena. She's got a little few posts set up, rail there on the ground, so should be lots of cool stuff going on. I don't know if she may even I don't know if she plans on throwing a soccer ball out there or not, but we've got some very large soccer balls that are always fun to put around and have the horses kick or go up to and test them out on a few things. I'm not sure who she's going to be riding today. I'm sure she'll tell us all about him and talk about what her plans are. So that should be coming up here in the next 20 or 30 minutes. But right now she's tossing out a lot of stuff. This is great. Tires and all kinds of good things. Boy, oh boy. She's going to have to put all that stuff back, she knows, right? Yep, so I'll be in here running the camera for her. And I think we're going to try to meet Ryan later today, but I haven't heard from Suzanne yet as to when we might be making that happen. Maybe it'll be a little bit later this afternoon. But right now Ashley's going to get the arena all set up for some training. The horses this year just haven't gotten as much of a workout as we'd normally like to give them. Normally we're busy here in the summer with our guest ranch activities, giving people trail rides, and we even do pony club lessons in the spring and fall. But the pandemic has certainly shut down a lot of those activities, and therefore the horses in our herd have not really been able to get the kind of riding that they normally get. So it's been good to exercise some of them and get them reacquainted with what's going to be expected of them, hopefully next summer. Like gosh, Ashley's going to need to stabilize these mounting stakes for the rail. She's going to plan B, it looks like. Just stack them on the tires. That's a good plan. I like it. Isn't it always more fun watching somebody else figure all this stuff out? I'm sure you'll enjoy watching me take great pains to figure out what I'm doing around the ranch too, so we can all laugh together. It's a good time. It's a little bit breezy here this morning. It started out raining quite a bit, and now we're getting a little bit of blue sky here, and things are sort of seeming like they're drying out a little bit. But with that is coming some wind, and right now it looks like anywhere from 2 to 6 miles an hour breezes here. It changes a fair amount as it gusts around. It's 53 degrees here at the ranch, 60% humidity, and we can expect some showers off and on throughout the day, maybe. I believe it's supposed to kind of get a little bit sunnier this afternoon, and then maybe this evening it'll cloud up. We might get a little bit more rain tomorrow, but generally cloudy and cool. I was just reading that September was one of the drier Septembers we've had here in Montana. A lot of the lakes and rivers lost some volume, and it's contributing to drought-like conditions for the month of September. So I can tell you, here in the Bitterroot Valley, we've definitely had an amazing autumn. September and October were just stunning months for getting outside and doing things, but it was drier than normal. We definitely noticed that around here. So it's good to get some rain. It's helping with some of the fires out in the mountains. We have a few here in Montana still. Nothing like what has been experienced in the Pacific Northwest and California. We had a pretty bad fire season about 2 or 3 years ago, but so we were fortunate not to get caught up in that too bad this year. So Ashley's going to come in and get mic'd up here pretty soon, I think, and looks like Ryan might help her out for a little bit here and observe what's going on, but she'll get mic'd up and get her horse and start taking us out and about with what she plans on doing today with this obstacle course. I'm sure she's got a plan in mind based on how very organized she is about getting these obstacles sorted out. This is great. All right, well, we'll let them go ahead and get things organized here. We can definitely plan to stay tuned coming up, I would say in the next 15 to 30 minutes, I'd imagine. She's going to get things set up and saddle up one of the horses and see what needs to happen here. If you're experiencing any trouble with the with watching the camera today, with watching the feed here, here at the ranch we are just out of town enough that we do use a completely wireless system for our internet and our broadcasting. It transmits from the ranch here to the Lolo water tower, and then we end up broadcasting it through into Missoula, and that's our uplink to the web. So sometimes when the wind blows like this, we do experience some internet speed changes. Just so you know. Anyway, I'm going to sign off here for a moment, and we'll get Ashley mic'd up and be ready to go here shortly.
So usually I will keep it unclipped as I'm walking out there, and then you just kind of bunch everything up in your other hand. So nothing's looped, nothing's wrapped around my hand or anything like that. And then it's just ready to go for when I grab him. And he's right there, I see him.
Looking at you?
No, the one behind the tree, and Mickey. Like I said, I can one day.
Till March, maybe. This is Raz?
Yeah, Raz. Oh, that's Mystery. Where's Mickey? What? So that's Mystery, I guess. They have the same
Ashley
shaped
is
head.
on a microphone, but she's on the outer reaches of where you can really hear. So she'll be cutting in and out a little bit. But we'll follow her around as she grabs, it sounds like Mickey is who she's after.
Because I always just look for Raz, and wherever he is at, Mickey's got to be there. But not, he's right there.
The ones that ran in yesterday.
Yeah.
And they came here together?
No,
They're just best buds.
they're best buddies, and Mickey's a bully to everyone, but he doesn't boss Raz around because Raz is just like, all right, whatever, dude, we're homies. Hi.
Wow, you know.
Yeah. Are you ready to go to work? We're going to have some fun today. Hello. What are you munching on? Oh, you are all kinds of dirty, huh? Dirty boy. Okay, so I guess I'll show you how to do that a little slower. So we never put the lead rope over their neck or anything like that, and these guys are good about being caught. So you just kind of open it up towards their nose band over, and then you can bring the other one over the top of his head.
Because these guys are trained, that's why they're so calm right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's done this thousands of times. And then you just kind of pick a good hole. You don't want it to be too tight, but not too loose that you can't like control him. Hey, be nice. Let's get you out of here.
Mickey the bully.
Yeah. And so you really want to watch for their ears, and that'll tell you their mood. They seriously moved that thing? Yeah. Jeez. Like, I know the wind didn't do that. Ears flat back and just looking angry. It means he's about to like bite or strike out at someone. Ready to go to work? Where you going, Rocket? With your big old belly. Now you went for a roll. Look at that dirty little face. Don't. Whoa. So the first thing we always do before we ride is we do like a body check, basically. And so I'm going to have him walk in a circle with his hind legs moving and his front legs kind of staying in place. So you can see, Gertie, you're going to get kicked. Go on. Go. Sorry, wasn't for you. So I'm just going to come back here and have him move his hindquarters. And you can see that his legs are crossing over, which is a good indication that, like, you know, everything's working. Good boy. So if he was stumbling or limping or something like that, I wouldn't want to be riding him. Whoa. Good boy. And next I'm going to ask him to turn his head for me. Good. And then release. And one more time. Good boy. Just make sure they have flexibility in their neck. Good boy. And then we're going to do the other side. Whoa. Whoa. No, it's an open door. It's distracting. Come on. One more. Good boy. Turn your head. Good job. One more. Good boy. One more time. Good. Thank you. Then we're just gonna take him for a little walk. Get him kind of listening to me, paying attention. And so when I stop, he stops. You shouldn't really have to look back and see that they're following you. They should just do it. Back up, back up, back up, back up, back, back. Good boy. Good job. Gosh, you're a dirty boy. Get his eye boogers. Look at lots of eye boogers. Maud, I wouldn't go back there if I were you. Okay. So we did our body check. Now we can brush him out. And I'll show you how to tie him up, not expecting you to memorize this already. Come here, head. Come on. So basically, you create a loop with the horse on one side and the extra on the other. And you come up behind the post. And then you're going to loop through the horse side. Well, let me give him some more room for his head. So you loop through the horse side first to the top. And then you loop through your extra side. And then you pull the horse side down. And that creates a knot. And so no matter how hard he pulls on this, it's not going to come undone. And you can lock it in for a little extra protection. But if I pull on this side, it comes undone. So that's my side to pull on him, and if he pulls on his side, it won't come undone. Excuse me. So you're not helping.
Making it real hard to see.
You're not helping. You got a big head. It's not see-through. So loop to the back, loop on the horse side, loop on the free side, pull on the horse side, lock on the free side. And it doesn't matter if it's sitting on top or under or whatever, just as long as it's pulled tight and he can't pull on it. Sometimes they do come undone and they'll be walking around, but every gate is shut and everything, they're not going to go anywhere. Let's get this dirty boy brushed off. Which you can help me with this if you want. You can do the other side. So we always start with a rubber curry comb. And this basically you go in circles and it gets all the dirt and mud and loose hair off the top of the surface. And then we'll go in with different brushes after. So I'll give you this one. And I prefer these. This is the same kind of thing, but these have metal teeth on them. So these are really good for when they're shedding and it's like springtime, we need to get all the hair off of them. That pulls out all that loose hair. But right now we need to get the mud off of him. So we're gonna use the rubber one. Okay. So we'll go, excuse me, can't taste that good. You're just gonna swallow that, dude. No, thank you. Whatever. So you can kind of start at the top. And on their neck, you can be more gentle with it. But basically, just kind of like scrubbing off the mud and the dust. And you don't want to use these ones on their faces. You should only use really soft brushes on their face. Okay. But it looks like he's got a little crust. So like I'll just take it and just gently rub his cheek with it just to get the mud kind of unstuck. He's just a brat. Yeah, I guess he's a little itchy. So here, I'll move his butt for you. And anytime you walk behind a horse, you always put your hand on their butt. Good boy. Get double brushing today. He's not one for enjoying grooming, so I try to make it pretty quick with him. He's just like, I don't got time for this, lady. Let's go to work. Yep. Yeah, so as it cools down and it warms up this fall, they will grow more hair, they'll lose some hair, it'll come off of them. So now that it's getting colder, they're gonna get pretty fluffy. Did you get bit? Hey. No, thank you. We're not doing that. And so you really want to focus on the top up here and then down by his belly behind his elbows where the girth is going to go around. So all of that stuff needs to get brushed out really good. You don't want to have any dust or debris underneath your equipment that could be rubbing his skin. He is not one for standing still. Some of them will just stand there and let you brush them all day. Stop it. Knock it off. Okay.
How do you know when it's good?
When you've got all the crud off. You can push kind of hard on it. It's kind of like a massage for them. Yeah, just be careful over any bones or anything. But on his belly and his butt, you can go pretty hard with it. My hair, his hair, everything in my eyes. Okay, so now we'll switch to a stiff bristle brush. I've got a couple of them. So what you have is a soft brush. So you can feel the difference between the bristles.
This one's softer.
Well, this is supposed to be a stiff one. And that's really for just flicking the dust off. So the best thing that's going to help is to get the flick of the wrist. And you're just kind of just flicking the dust off of him. And then the soft one will make him more shiny. So really focusing on the saddle area and his belly. He's getting spoiled today. Good, nice and relaxed. Good boy. Good boy, thank you. Good boy. You can put your fist kind of in this area between his back leg and kind of click him forward until he moves as far away as you want. So push, push, push. There you go. And you can just push him away from you. And then once you release, that's when he knows he can stop. This spot doesn't look very comfortable to stand in. It's like dipped down on one end. All right, we don't have to go too crazy with it because he's just going to get dirty again later. He's so handsome. And so the other thing is, while you're grooming, you can kind of check his legs. And especially during the summertime, you want to check for ticks. So you kind of just check all around his legs and his boy area. And then between his elbows, just make sure there's nothing stuck in there that would be rubbing. And then it's also a good time to check for like abrasions or injuries or anything like that too. So just kind of give him a good rub down.
So are both of these just scabs?
So those are what's called chestnuts. I don't know exactly why they have them. I need to look into that a little bit more, but all horses do. I think it's just like a way to protect the inside of their legs. But yeah. Yeah. So that's a good question. We'll have to look into that later. We'll see if anyone in the peanut gallery knows. Okay, so next we'll do, your soft brush. I'll take the other one. This one looks like a broom. And then this is just that final dust off, kind of makes them shiny. And this is the one you would want to use on his face. Yeah, does it feel good? Does it feel good? Yeah. And so Mickey is one of 3 horses currently that have shoes on. So I'm gonna check his feet, make sure we don't have any like big stones or anything in there. It's more likely if they have shoes on, that stuff would get stuck. So I'm just gonna pick up his feet and look. Suzanne doesn't really have us pick out their hooves, which usually you would do before a ride, but he might let me do that. I guess I could show you how you would, but it's dealing with their feet, and if that's uncomfortable for you, that's totally okay. Yeah, nice and relaxed. Good boy. So when they're just have their back leg relaxed like that, you can see his ears are kind of leaned back listening to me. He's in a really relaxed state right now. He's chilling. He's not pawing at the ground anymore. He's like, okay, I'm here. They're rushing me. This feels good. Okay. Dirty boy. So these are the hoof picks. And this side you would dig in all the dirt, and this you can kind of brush off the dust and stuff. So I'm gonna start up here at his shoulder, and I'm just gonna move my hand down and ask him to pick up his foot. Good boy. Yeah, so we've got gravel packed in there, we've got some mud.
And he can't feel that?
No, hooves are made out of keratin, which is the same stuff that your hair is made out of. So there are nerves in the hoof. And so if he was walking on like a gravel road or running on concrete or something, he would feel that, and it really wouldn't feel good. But he also has shoes on, as you can see. And so he has a separation between his actual hoof and the ground. So it acts like an extra barrier, and it gives him more stability, and it makes it a little easier to walk on uneven surfaces. And so I'm just gonna go around and make sure. I'll show you in that book later what everything is, but basically this little V part is called the frog, and there's this right here. So this has some nerve endings in it, and that's the part you really don't want to nick. But all of this white stuff is just like, it's like your fingernails. So doing this isn't going to hurt him. And then gently let him put his foot down, and we'll go to the next one. Good boy, thank you. All the way up. Yeah, get balanced. Good boy. And so his shoes will come off at the end of October, after Brandon comes, because we're going to ride across the river. And so the shoes also helps give him stability in the river. Makes it not so painful on his feet on the river rocks. So
When did they go on?
sometime in September, I think.
So
Either
they
they,
stay on for a couple of months?
yeah, because their hooves are constantly growing, like our fingernails are, so they get trimmed every couple of months. Usually every 6 to 8 weeks. And you could go a little longer than that depending on how active they are. And yeah, and so cleaning out their feet is just a good way to see if anything's stuck in there. If they have any inflammation or infections or anything, you'd be able to see it easier when you clean them out. But if they naturally will just have that dirt kind of just packed in there, and it provides more padding, as they walk. So he'll get more mud as soon as he goes back out there, but it's always good to check to see that the feet are clean. And you can see that big wad of dirt just came out of it. So that happens naturally as they run around. So I guess their feet do get cleaned naturally. And like wild horses, you know, as they're running over rocky terrain and stuff like that, their hooves will naturally get trimmed. But if you have horses like we do on soft grass, then their hooves just don't get the kind of roughness that they need to trim themselves. Good boy, thank you. Okay, so now we're gonna start tacking up. So I have spurs on, and they're not for kicking him, not for causing pain or anything. It's to make him, where's his pad? Retro. It's literally the only one that's missing. The heck, man. I wasn't the last one to ride him. Oh, it's just another empty spot I got put in. Okay. So all of the saddles that we have are labeled, and then we also have that cheat sheet too. So like you're gonna be riding Dugan. His is number 8 over here, and it's got a purple label with his name on it. And same thing with all their bridles and everything. They all have each individual horse's name. There you go. Boss her around. Don't let Gertie win. All right, you ready to go to work, buddy? So when we put the saddle pad on, we're gonna look for the muscles in his shoulder. And so, explain everything. So this is called his withers. And then this is his shoulder muscles. So we're gonna look for the pad and the saddle to kind of sit in this area. So that way when we put the cinch on, we'll just go straight down there. There we go. So you can feel right here, especially, so you feel that division.
Yeah.
That's his shoulder muscle. And so that's, you want to give him access in his shoulders to move freely. Mm-hmm. You don't want to be blocking any of that, but you also don't want to be too far back that you're going to be sitting in the wrong spot on his back.
Gotcha.
So we have the pad up here. His is really easy because it has this nice opening for his withers. So you can feel that bony part. That's just the top of his shoulders. So we're going to set the saddle on his back like we're putting a hat on our head. And that's okay. He's not going to freak out that it hit him in the belly or anything. And so also I want my saddle, this front part of it, sitting right where that shoulder is. So if I push down on that, I can feel it on my hand and I can feel his shoulder muscle.
Okay.
Yeah. And as soon as you get the saddle on, the first thing you need to do is put that cinch on. So this goes all the way around his belly. And this is what keeps the saddle from sliding around side to side. And we can walk you through this later when you do saddling up. Because I had to get back into this. I rode English style for a very long time. It's a very different saddle and setup. Mm-hmm. So when I came back here, I had to like relearn how to do the cinch and everything. So basically, right now we don't want to do it super tight because we'll tighten it up before we get on him. So you kind of want it, he's not standing very square. So I'm just putting pressure where I want him to move. So you want it basically like right behind his elbow, so that way he can still move his arm. But you don't want it too far back that it's gonna be right on his belly, because this is pretty much where their heart is. And so it's just the bottom of their chest. So anytime we're gonna tighten it, you wanna put your hand behind it, so if it pinches anything, it pinches you. So we'll just pick a good spot. And this isn't gonna go anywhere right now, but if I were to get on him like this, it would totally just slide around. So I'm gonna put it through my stirrup and then through this, it's called a keeper. And so that way, before I get on, I can't get on with it like that. Gotcha. It's not gonna do anything. And I already know I need to shorten up my stirrups because Aunt uses this saddle too, and he's like 6'3". So to test for the stirrups, put your arm as far up underneath the skirt as you can go and pull it towards your armpit. So this is a bit too long for me because it's already touching, you know, my pit. So I'm gonna raise it up quite a few. And I like my stirrups a little shorter anyways. Like I said, I rode English and I did jumping for a while, so I like having a bit more of a step. And so you can see I shortened it up like a good couple inches. So that was 3 above the gap. And then these are also keepers that just keep everything in place. And this buckle, you can put it on the backside. It's not going to bother him because when I put my feet in the stirrups, they're going to point outwards. We're gonna come back around and do the same thing on the other side. So, my hair. The way that we have everything set up is that everything stays the way that it is connected on the right side. So that way, all you're doing is saddling up from the left side. And that's really helpful when you go on trail rides and out to the back to connect everything on that side. So I'm gonna go ahead and raise this stirrup up too. Did I do it on the third or the second one? So there's this sliding device, and then it has the holes with the buckles, and then you just slide it back down to lock it. And then you would just adjust. Did I run out of holes? I did. All right. Okay, so that just gets buckled there. And then next is his breast collar. So we have a couple different styles of breast collars. Basically, it goes across his chest to keep the saddle from sliding back and forth, mainly to keep it from sliding back. And then if you were on a trail ride, you would have a secondary one that kind of goes around his butt too, to keep it from sliding forward. And you might also have another cinch, back cinch on his belly to keep your saddle from tipping upwards as you go downhill. But because we're just in an arena or on flat ground, really just need the main cinch and his breast collar. So that's already connected on the right side, and we're all good to go there. And I have my buckles here, and I have my buckles here. This one took me a bit to learn, and someone had to show me how to do it, because this is actually an English piece of tack. Basically, it has an extension to come off of the saddle because he is such a big-chested horse. He needs it forward a little bit more. So this just gives us an extra few inches to connect that to him to make it more comfortable.
On other ones, this metal connects right to this?
Yeah, it'll be either metal or it'll be like little clips or something that'll connect to this D-ring or this one or vice versa. And then this one will come straight down to his cinch, and we'll do it on his front one. Sometimes it'll reach to the back on some horses. He's a big guy, so it just goes in the front. And I could, maybe after I'll tighten it up a little bit because obviously it needs it, but really it should sit like that. But you don't want it so tight that he can't like move freely, but also not so loose that it's gonna go anywhere. But with this just being on his chest, like the saddle's not gonna go anywhere. So, he's such a good boy. Next we'll do his bridle. And my rule is always, this was pounded into my head as a child, helmet, bridle. Always your helmet before your bridle, because once you get the bridle on, you gotta be ready to go. You're ready to disconnect him from the lead rope, and you're ready to get on. So we do that. And all of our bridles are labeled at the top, and then also with his name and the ranch phone. Oh, no, halters have the ranch phone number, so the halters stay on. And then we can shut this behind us because we're ready to go. You're such a good boy. Yeah, thank you. Yeah. Perfect. Okay. Yep, so I'm gonna ask him, I'm just gonna put my hand on his head, I'm gonna ask him to lower his head. I'm just putting gentle pressure. Don't be a giraffe. Good. And I think it'll be a while before you put a bridle on, so. We're just gonna be patient, take our time. Good boy. Good boy. We can go on Mickey's time today. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. No. Hey. Easy. Mickey, come on. I had this problem last time. Good boy, thank you.
Hi.
Hello.
Good boy.
Okay. We're gonna have to work on that.
Hi.
Ooh. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing all right. Working on some things. So we're doing our Monday social broadcast today.
Oh, I thought it was over.
No, they're all day broadcasts.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So I'm gonna ride Mickey around the arena. I've got an obstacle course set up, and just work on some stuff. You come here to groom some horses?
Yeah.
Yeah. Go for it.
And I've actually thought about him.
All right. Yeah, they're all nice and muddy out there for you, so
bet,
you've got some work.
It's really just a bonding moment.
Yeah.
And, you know, miss horses. And
There we go. Nice and calm.
so, are you going to ride him?
Yeah.
He's adorable.
He is adorable. He's such a
He's
ham.
got such a bad reputation.
He's such a brat.
Well, he's a bully.
Yeah.
Ashley was saying.
But, I mean, when you ride him, he's so soft.
Yeah. He's really good. And I've got some obstacles set up so we can use his brain today, not just his brawn.
Right.
Yeah. You ready to go to work?
So, is everyone over here?
Yeah, they're all out in the pasture.
Okay.
Both the north and the south are open, so you can grab whoever you want. I did switch some of the halters around, so like Whiskey's got a new one, and and some of
okay.
them. Yeah, so just read the little nameplates on them.
Last time I was here, I couldn't find Whiskey's, the brown one.
Yeah, I had that old nasty brown one, so I traded that out, and he's got a black one now.
Okay.
Yeah, so just read the names on them. I think only Whiskey and Jasper and Rockets got changed.
Yeah, and we'll make everything work, so.
Yeah.
And the other lady is Andrea that's going to be here.
Okay.
And I'm Sandy.
Hi, I'm Ryan.
She's our new employee.
Ryan, are you here for the winter?
I am.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So she just got here from Portland last night.
I'm learning everything.
Yeah. So are you ready
Figured
for
it all
our
out.
winters?
You're gonna be. You're gonna be.
Yep. I got a big old coat coming. It's all gonna be good.
Yeah, so long as you have warm clothes that you can work in.
Yeah.
It makes so much difference. Now, there's times when it makes no difference.
No, it just sucks.
And you're up to your tail feathers in snow and ice, and you will need yak tracks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are those the cleats?
Yeah.
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 Yeah, it gets real icy sometimes.
Because here it'll warm up and then everything will melt and then it'll freeze overnight and then
Yeah.
it'll melt and then
Yeah.
it'll freeze.
And where you track in and out over time, it just,
Freezes over.
yeah.
Because once all the soft
I
snow.
follow my way around the fence.
Yeah. Once the soft snow is gone, then you're just walking on ice and you're
Yeah.
just like ice skating around. So
So I guess we should put the divas away.
that's up to you.
You know, I think maybe I'll just groom in one of the stalls, so.
I mean, the ponies could use some love and grooms too. Yeah. All right, come on, big boy.
Whiskey works harder.
Yeah. Although not right now. He works hard at bullying everyone.
Yeah,
Come
yeah.
on. Good boy. Good job. Yeah, so he sees everything out there. He's looking. All right, you want to grab this gate behind us? So first what we're going to do, especially since I've got all these new things set up, is we're going to take a lap around the arena. Oh, he can... No, you're okay. So we'll take a lap around so he can get a look at everything. Being a good boy.
Who's lying down there?
That is Monty taking a nap. Letting the magpies walk all over him.
Yeah.
It's so funny to see them laying down because you're just like, are you okay? Or, okay, whoa. I'm gonna move this, okay? It's moving. You see it? Ended up not using it, so we're gonna put it away. Whoa. Ready? Good boy. So I'm gonna give him a closer look at all his poles. I wanted to step over. Yeah, check it out. Good boy. Good. Good boy. Let's go look at the next one. You see it? Yeah. Let's walk over this one. It's a pole. You gotta step over it. Oh, you brat. You're low, so lazy. Let's try that again. So I'm gonna walk over everything with him first. Don't be lazy. Good boy. Let's go over this next one. Step up. Step up. Good. Good boy. Okay, big step. Step up. Good. Good job. All right, so the last few times that I've ridden Mickey, we've had some mounting block issues. So we're gonna work on that today, and I'm going to manifest it in my mind that he's gonna stand there and be a good boy and let me get on him. Huh, you're gonna be good. Yeah. So we're gonna come up to the block and just stand there for a sec. Gonna walk away, and we'll come back to it. Whoa. No? I want to make the wrong thing hard and the right thing easy. All I want him to do is just line up next to it and stand there. Whoa. Good. Get some love. Good boy. We're going to take a step away and I'm going to tighten his cinch. Whoa. Whoa. Okay, I can go backwards. That's okay. Whoa. Okay, nice and tight. I'm not going anywhere. Okay, come on. This might take us a good minute. But we're gonna go on Mickey time today. We're in no rush. Whoa, that's not good. Whoa. Oh boy. We're just gonna stand here and let him calm down. So you can see I looked towards him and he kind of shied away from me. And so that's all of my energy coming out at him. He's a very sensitive horse. He's picking up on that. So if I'm facing towards him, facing same direction he is, not expecting anything of him other than just to stand here. And his ears are going to get nice and droopy. Looking for that slow blink. You looking at me? I'm going to take a step back. Make some noise at the block. Good boy. He's just going to stand there. He's going to be a good boy while I get up. Good. Droopy eyes. Yeah. Nice and calm. I'm going to step up. Still facing away. And hop on. Good boy. That was good enough. You're going to start that right now. All right. So we're going to take our first lap around. Oh yeah, these stirrups feel much better. Everyone out in the fields looking at him like, what are you doing, man? I can go a little faster than that. That was really good. I think that's the quickest I've ever gotten on him.
I manifested
So,
it.
yep, we're not going to stop at her. We're not going to stop at the gate. Okay, we're going to make our teardrop turnaround so we can go the other way. Come on, you can turn tighter. Good boy. There you go, a little bit faster. I'm not going to stop at her. Keep going. So we're going to bob and weave through the poles, really working on leg work, not doing a whole lot with my hands. Good boy. And straight on ahead to the rail. You see somebody? We're going to go towards these cones, and I want him in really tight little circles. I'm going to dip his nose in, move my leg back. Yeah, good boy. We're going to do the same thing on this side. Right rein, right leg back. Good boy. Left rein, left leg back, move towards the center, get him to move his hind legs. There we go. Yeah, you can chew on the cone. I'm gonna let him stop for a minute and think. Good boy, walk on. And we'll try it again with this one. So tip his nose in, leg back, move his hindquarters, move his ribs. Good boy. Don't walk into the cone. Move off the cone. Good. Good job. Good boy. Yeah, you're going to use your brain today. Okay. So we're going to get through here. This is mostly leg work. Right leg, left leg. Good job. Right leg, gonna tip his nose, give him a back leg. Good boy. Whoa, good job. So I was watching a YouTube video on how to teach your horse how to sidestep and move laterally. And basically, it's best if you are like walking along a rail and you tip their nose into the rail. And so basically I want my leg to be able to move way back here to move his hindquarters. And then once he's lined up square with the rail, I would move my leg to his rib cage to get him to move laterally in a perfect situation. So we're gonna work on that a little bit today too. And I might work on it during horsing around tonight as well. So we're gonna keep going on this stuff just so that way he's listening to me, he's working off my legs. He doesn't seem to want to be squeezed forward today. Every time I squeeze him forward with both legs, he stops. So I'm gonna give him back leg, tip his nose in, get his hindquarters around. A little bit more. Good boy. I'm gonna let him stop. Walk on. And we're gonna do it again. There goes my phone. Squeeze the right leg. Squeeze the left leg. Wish you would go a little faster. So I have a very loose rein on him right now. So I'm gonna give him a cue. Squeeze, 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 lateral. Good boy. Oh no, that wasn't my phone. Okay, so we're gonna go this way. Come on, I want you moving faster. Yeah, come on. Let's go. Good boy. Let's go. Good. Don't stop. Forward. Good boy. Let's go. Keep going forward. Come on. There you go. I want a deliberate walk at him. And I know he's not that lazy. Good. Good boy. Good boy. Keep going. Come on. You're gonna running walk for me. Good, 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 good. Keep it going. Good boy. You want to stand in the middle or by the mounting block a little bit? Good boy. Good boy. Yeah. There we go. Good boy. Oh, don't lose that speed. Don't lose that speed. Come on, you can do it. Watch your step. Watch your step. Good boy. Yeah. Good boy. Whoa. Good boy. Get in there. Let's go. So I'm going to tip his nose in towards the cone, back leg. Around, 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 around. Come on. So I'm trying to get his front legs to basically stop and just move his back legs around the front. But I got to teach him how to do that. Come on. He's doing good. He's doing a good job. Come on, we're going this way. Move it. Good boy. Whoa. Good, whoa. Good boy. Can I have your back legs move? Whoa. Good boy. Okay, front legs. Whoa. Good boy. Okay, now your back legs. Good boy. Hey. Okay. Walk on. Walk on. Good. Let's go. Come on. Let's try the poles. There we go. Get walking. Step up. Good boy. Step up. Good boy. Step up. Whoa. Good job. Good boy. On the rail. Okay, I'm gonna collect his head up and see if I can get him to running walk. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah. Let's go. There you go. There you go. You're okay. Come on. Thank you. Good boy. Step it up. Yeah. Yes. 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 Good boy. No, we're not going to her. Go straight. Tip his nose, back leg. Move your back hand, move your back legs. Good. Whoa. Good boy. That's what we want. Good boy. Walk on. Walk on. I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna tip your nose. Back legs, back legs. Good boy. Good, okay. Let's try that again. Don't go. Cannot go through the cone. Back up, back up, back up. Good. Tip his nose in, back of the leg. Good boy. Good. Okay, I want to try it on the fence rail now. Come on, man. Okay, so I'm going to tip his nose towards the fence. Give him the back leg. Whoa, good boy. Okay, that's all I need is for his back legs to line up straight with his front legs. And we'll try it again on another rail. And so I want to add little by little as to what he should be doing, so that way I can get to the point where he's just going to sidestep. So right now I'm teaching him that when he turns his head in and I move my leg back, that he just moves his hindquarters to line up with his front. Get him on the rail. Okay, we're walking, we're walking. Get you nice and square. I'm gonna tip his nose in, leg back, move the hindquarters. Whoa, good boy. Let him marinate. Okay, we're gonna go and do the same thing again. Good boy. Get on that rail. Tip his nose, leg back. Good boy. And we'll just keep doing this till he gets to the point where I don't really have to ask him a whole lot. I just decide where to do it and then he does it. Tip his nose, leg back, hindquarters. Good boy. We're gonna get him on back on the rail. Okay, we're gonna tip his nose in, back legs, back legs. Line up. Whoa. It's okay. It's okay. I know, the wind just picked up and now everything's getting weird. Come on. Spooky tree. Spooky tree. You're okay. Let's go. So I'm gonna tip his nose in, give him that back leg. Good boy. And so at some point, as the momentum is going, when I'm pushing him in his hindquarters with that back leg, while I still have momentum, I would move my leg up to his rib cage and get him to step sideways. But we gotta work on the hindquarters part coming out first. So it's 12:30. Let's try this one more time. Okay. Good boy, now we're moving. Okay, so I'm gonna tip his nose, back leg, back leg. Good boy. Good. That's all I needed was one step with his front. Good boy. Good. I know, that's a lot of brain power you're using today, huh? Using that big old head of yours for something good. Okay, let's do some pulls. Let's do something different. Step. Good boy. Step up. Good boy. Last one. Step up. Good boy. Whoa. Good job. That's good. Let's go. Let's do these other pulls. Come on. So I'm hardly moving my hands at all. Just moving him off my leg. Right leg. Left leg. Right leg again. I'm going to give him some rein to get him around. Move that back hindquarters. Good boy. Step up. Left leg. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Left leg. Right leg. Left leg. Right rein, move it around. Good. So I'm asking him to move his hindquarters in different applications, not just along the rail, because I don't want it to be every time we stop at the rail, he's gonna swing around. I want it to be that he's moving his hindquarters when I ask him to, and in the way that I ask him to. So moving off my leg gets him listening to it. And then once we get to the end, I can give him that rein, I can pull his nose in, and I can move my foot back farther to move his hindquarters, and that way he knows that that's when he needs to move them. So we'll take a break here in a minute, just let him walk around. Do right leg. Left leg. I'm gonna do a little right leg, tip his nose in, move my leg back, move his hindquarters around. A little bit more, a little bit more. Whoa, good boy. Okay, I'm gonna dismount and then we're gonna work on mounting again. Okay, I'm gonna tip his nose in, back legs, front legs. Good boy. Good. I think I got a couple good steps out of that. Okay. So I might try this again later on Raz tonight for horsing around. I think that would be interesting to see what he can do. Because Raz is a lot more, they're both sensitive. Raz is a lot more sensitive to the leg, especially. And I feel like I might be able to accomplish it on bareback with him, maybe. Might work a little bit easier. So, what time it is? Yeah, I guess we'll just go ahead and wrap that up. It was nice to talk to you guys and nice to get Mickey using his brain, not just his brawn. And we'll see you for the next broadcast later today. Bye.